Grand Canyon, man.
Whew, that was a hike.
That hike up here was no joke.
Whew. They said it was a little far to the bottom. Now I believe them.
They were not. We're at the top, as you can see from the picture.
Right. Well, we started at the bottom. Now we're here. Obviously.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, guys. You guys don't know this. We just had some major technical difficulties.
Super. We were 7 minutes deep.
Episode.
We were 7 minutes deep before we realized it.
I want to give a shout out, Trevor. You had a good idea that we should start this week. What was it?
It was Celebrities of the Week.
Celebrities of the Week. So who's our first celebrity of the week, Trevor?
Joanna Herron.
Joanna Herron,
we
shout out.
We love you. You have killed it this week on comments and liking.
We are so sorry that the episode has come out after your drive home from Fresno.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when I saw that today. I'm just glad that you called Zach out, not me, because I felt a lot better about that.
Yep.
Because then I can talk shit to Zach with you.
That's okay.
And I'm on your team, Team
I
Joanna.
will take all the blame. You can put that blame on me.
You can put that blame on me. I don't want to put blame on you. I want us just to have a consistently...
Yeah, I agree.
Our episode to come out for Joanna.
But the
on
reason
her
that
drive
Joanna
home
Herron
to Fresno.
is the celebrity of the week is because she was looking forward to the show on her drive home from Fresno. I hope you can still listen, Joe. I hope you can listen to the whole episode because we got some good stuff for you guys today.
Do. So we're gonna pick one every week.
Every week we're gonna pick a celebrity of the week.
We will be. If you are active in our comments, we will be active. We're very active this week. Probably the most active that we've been. So we will be very active. I'm telling you, we're gonna try. I'm not telling you we're gonna try. We will be very active. And next week we'll pick another celebrity. But this week is
and I just want to
Joanna,
shout out to all the people who are watching this video and watched our previous videos. Last week we did something we haven't done before. We broke our viewership record.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you to Trevor for being here.
Thank you guys.
And thank all of you guys for liking and sharing.
You guys
this video.
are the real MVPs.
If you guys can continue to like and share the video.
Not Kevin Durant's mom.
Right. If you can continue to like and share the video, we'd really appreciate that. I don't know. I think we're kind of funny. So if you think we're kind of funny.
See, that's your problem right there. You think, no, we are funny. We are funny.
But I hope you guys think that this is interesting, and if you have thoughts, if you have comments, please leave them at the bottom of the video.
Us.
Please share with us.
We would love to rip one of you on one of our weekly episodes,
or build you up,
like
depending
on what you
Elise
say.
Ramos, she commented and she said, "You're not our celebrity of the week, Elise. I'm sorry.
Maybe next
week if you play your cards right." But Elise. We talked about what's destroyed at my work and dilapidated and how terrible my work, the environment
right, and I took
is.
your word for it.
And you did, and then it was confirmed by Elise, who said all these things were broken, and then I added, hopes and dreams are also broken at my place of work.
Then I would okay. So Elise, hey, we're looking out for you next week, Elise.
So yeah,
keep it up.
But we appreciate all of you guys' interaction with us. We love interacting with you guys. This is just a fun thing that we get to do, and we enjoy doing it.
We thoroughly enjoy it.
It's
the highlight of my week.
At this point, we don't make any money off of this. We just have a good time, and I hope that you guys have a good time listening. We are coming at you live from the Grand Canyon. We just hiked up from the bottom.
Yeah, didn't even take a donkey. We literally just walked
the
whole
walked
thing.
And climbed.
Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
No, my parents just went a couple weeks ago, though.
Okay, I've never been. People think it's weird. They're
I feel like I've
live
seen
in
this
California.
picture, and this is enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming at you live. Realistically, we're coming at you live from sunny Southern California, where it's currently 40 degrees.
Right. Sunny, rainy California.
And but really, we're in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
My parents went and they had a good time. I just saw a thing that there's zip lining now. You can zip line across the Grand Canyon or something for $39.
I would be down with that.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen the picture and I'm looking at it right now, and I don't ever need to go there.
This is what it'll look like once you get there.
I've been around Mount Rushmore, and if you've seen a picture of Mount Rushmore, it's
I have been there. It's the
more
same.
Impressive actually in a picture than it is to actually go to Mount Rushmore.
Because it looks bigger.
Yeah. But last week, if you saw the show, if you didn't see the show, go check out the show. It's a good show. What I like about this show is it's not necessarily topical as far as time-sensitive information. Our sports show, Back to Sports, it's kind of time-sensitive because it's a sports show.
Nice. Look at you.
But this show, it's kind of timeless.
It is.
You can listen to it at any month ahead, and it'll still be kind of relevant.
Right.
So what we talked
we tried that, and it didn't really.
Yeah.
And we just do it.
So what we talked about is, Trevor and I agreed that we would come into the show and we would go for 10 minutes without any plan, and then if it was terrible after 10 minutes, we'd cut it off and we'd restart with a new plan. And Trevor actually had a plan the entire time and didn't tell me, and it was fantastic. It was about childcare and things like that.
And traffic and manners
and
just the most random things. That's what I want our show to be about.
Yeah, it was
people listen because they're like, wait, what are they going to talk about next?
Yeah, it was
where
a good
are their
show.
Crazy transitions going to take them?
So this week I decided to take it upon myself and bring something to Trevor.
Okay.
So Trevor, I've got something for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you the question, but
Okay.
like I'm going to preface the question with this, and then I'll explain what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Is have you ever thought about, like, have you ever encountered something where you're like, oh, if I end up in a certain situation later on, I'm going to plan how I'm going to respond to it. And if you don't understand what I'm saying,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's fine. Let me explain my situation.
Let's do it.
So, next door to me lives a teenager and his family.
Okay,
and,
just a teenager?
No, and his family.
Oh, okay.
So like, there's a mom and a dad and
Gotcha.
a smaller child.
Not like a teenager with a baby mama and a baby.
No, it's like his parents.
Those are very different
correct.
scenarios.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
His parents and his younger sibling, at least one.
Okay.
But there's a kid over there.
But there's parents.
Yeah,
there.
but there's a kid over there
Okay.
that drives. Like he has a truck, things like that. But like they're never like in the way. They're never loud.
They're good neighbors.
Yeah, they're really good neighbors.
Okay.
And they don't bother. I'm not a neighbor guy. Like I talk to my neighbor over here because like he's a really cool dude and like, we have some things in common.
The nosy neighbor.
No, his name's Leonard.
Oh.
But like he's a really cool dude.
Trapped in the closet reference.
We have some common.
Didn't get it.
Like some common some things we have in common.
Are you okay over there?
I burped.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You are.
But they're good neighbors. The parents went out of town. I figured, like, I deduced that the parents went out of town one weekend, and the teenager threw 3 ragers, like just balls to the wall.
If I ever see him,
ragers.
I'm gonna go give him a fist bump.
So I didn't like go over. We're not tight. Like if we were, if Leonard had a teenager over like that lived with him, and then like they had a huge party, I'd probably tell Leonard like, hey, just so you know, like I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
Ew,
but, like,
don't.
Just,
Don't be that dude.
No, because I like Leonard. Like I want.
I
Leonard.
don't care.
No,
Don't be that dude.
I would want someone to be that way for me and my daughter.
But your daughter doesn't want you to be that way.
I don't care. My daughter doesn't want me to tell her she can't go outside when it's 40 degrees.
Okay, your daughter is 1.5.
I know. And shout out to Chase Crawford because Chase Crawford said that he enjoyed that I said 1.5 instead of like 18 months or
I will
17
slap you
months.
on this show if
And
you
I would
ever
appreciate it.
give a month's reference to
would
how old your
appreciate
daughter
it.
is. Oh, how's your daughter? 60 months.
Hold him to it. Hold him to it.
Five, yeah, 60 months. She's getting big. She's getting really big. Oh.
So anyway, he had these parties, and I didn't say. I'm
like
talking
Friday, like Thursday through Saturday, or
Friday
through
Sunday. Like
Ooh,
they
good
had a
for
Sunday
him.
night party.
The fact you can throw a rager on a Sunday,
It's
that's
like the
he's
whole
popular.
area smelled like weed.
He's popular.
Like it was loud. It was cool, but like it's fine. It's the weekend. I don't care.
Okay.
Like even during the week, like I have weird times
Right.
that I go to
I was
work,
gonna
so
say,
it's fine.
you're-
It's whatever.
yeah, you're like
as long
me.
as you're not waking up my daughter. If you wake up my daughter, like then I've
you
got
have
a problem.
I got
But
you.
like my daughter sleeps on the other side of the house,
right.
and in a
It
room
was
where it's
the
quiet.
neighbors to the left of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm cool. Like it's whatever. Like it's not my job to parent this kid.
Right.
Like, that's not my child.
That is not your job. You're right.
So I'm fine with that. But I was like, I wonder like if his parents would be mad if they found out like that they would never find out, but like if they found out like that I knew, about
Right.
this kid having a party.
Your phone's
and I
on
didn't
airplane
tell
mode,
him.
so it's not gonna
It was
work.
a exercise update
Oh, okay.
from just my
I was gonna
watch.
say it's
So
it's on airplane
you
mode.
can shut it. But so 2 days ago, I got off work in the
Okay.
morning. In the morning, I worked a night shift. And I got off work
Sunday
and-
night.
well,
morning.
Friday night into Saturday morning.
Okay,
so I came home
gotcha.
Saturday morning, and there were two Coors Light beer cans in the gutter, like basically between,
Sounds like Brad's
but more on their side of the house of the like
property line.
yeah.
I
On
got
their
you.
side of the property line. So they didn't put him in my side of the property line, but like probably same situation. Like he had some friends over, they were drinking some beers,
Right.
whatever.
Like
So-
he didn't do it, but his friends did.
even if he did it, like
Right.
it's not my responsibility. But so here's the situation that I envisioned happening,
Okay.
and then how I envision myself responding to it.
Okay.
Okay, so I envision like a scenario in which I go to bed because I got off at 6 a.m.
Right.
So I go to bed, and then I wake up to my wife saying like someone's at the door and they're very angry. Some guy's at the door. So then I go to the door and I say, well, what do
Obviously.
you want? Because I don't answer my door because like we've had a history of people kicking
It's
the
the
doors.
it's
and
the
stuff.
21st century. Don't answer your door.
No, I yell through the door to let them know
Right.
that somebody's in here, but I don't open the door and
Right.
allow them to bum rush me. But so I go to the door and I say, "Can I help you?" And then he says, "Yeah, it's your neighbor. Like you left a bunch of cans, like by my house." Right.
Okay.
So then at that point, I open the door because like
Right,
he
it's your
just wants to
neighbor.
talk about the litter
cans.
problem, right?
Right.
And then he tells me like, "You can't leave trash on the ground. Like this is ridiculous. Like you're just leaving your beer cans in front of the thing."
Right.
So
but
at
I
this
thought
point,
they weren't your cans.
so I'm envisioning a scenario and how I would
Oh, okay.
respond to the scenario.
Okay.
So this is my reference to do you plan on how to deal with things
Right.
before they happen if you know that there's a
Okay.
possibility
Yeah, I
of it
got
coming.
you.
So he says to me, "You left these beer cans in the street. Like why are you littering? Like, don't drink beer cans.
Yeah.
And so what I landed on is I would say a couple of things. Is one,
you would throw homeboy under the bus.
Oh, absolutely. I would.
Of course, that's your first go-to.
No, my first go-to is number one. I don't drink light beer in general. Number two, I definitely don't drink Coors Light if I am drinking light beer because it tastes like lettuce in a blender with some water and pee.
Okay.
And number three, your son has thrown multiple Ragers at the house while you guys were out of town.
Dad.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Leonard.
No, Leonard wouldn't even care. Leonard would be like, "Yo, you guys were
why didn't you share with me?"
Partying it up
is
last
Leonard
night.
the guy that asked, "Why didn't you share with me?"
Yeah, Leonard's dope. I love Leonard. Like,
and
Leonard
that's this neighbor.
Yeah, Leonard is super cool.
Okay,
and they're like great neighbors. We had to get like some cable installed. They had to go through their yard. Like, Leonard is a fantastic neighbor.
Is he old?
He's older than we are.
Is he a grandpa?
He is a grandpa, but like he's
like
not,
my grandpa.
No, he's our parents' age.
Okay, then he's even young. I'm saying like young in the sense that like he's
in his 50s.
How are you a grandpa at 50? Okay, I get
how
a
lot of people are grandpas at 50.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of people who are grandparents at 50. My in-laws were grandparents in their 50s.
No, I guess my grandparents. Okay, I'm saying no, I understand.
So what I'm saying is he's very cool. Okay. Like, we have a mutual understanding. Like when I moved in, he told me
my nana became a grandma at 40, so yeah, that makes sense.
So he told me like when I moved in and I told him the same thing. He was like, if we like I have my grandkids over, we have parties and stuff. Like if we get too loud, like come talk to me.
Right.
Don't call the cops.
Right.
And I said the same thing. Like, yeah, dude, like that's great. Like,
right. Mutual respect between neighbors. Like
if we're being too loud, please come tell me and we'll tone it down.
It's 2 in the afternoon. You're being too loud. Okay, you know what, Leonard?
I've never spoken to these neighbors.
Okay.
And so like I've never spoken words to them.
That's interesting.
And so that's what I would tell him. Like first off, I don't drink Coors Light. First off, I don't drink light beer. Second off, I was drinking light beer. It wouldn't be Coors Light.
Right, it'd be Bud Light.
And then third off, it would
be Bud Light, right? Yeah, thank you. My homie. Cheers to that. Cheers to we would only drink Bud Light.
We're just drinking water right now, so.
Right. And, well, there's ice in it.
You're an imposter. You're drinking water.
You drink.
And then I would tell him like your son has thrown Ragers before. That's the whole area smelt of weed. You got a inside the house issue.
Wait, so his dad didn't really come over?
No, I'm planning.
You're being anxious.
No, I'm not anxious. I'm just saying like if this situation were to arise, how would I deal with it?
Okay, so how would you deal with it? So his dad comes over.
That's how I would deal with it.
You would tell him that his son is a.
No, I would say exactly what I just said.
Okay.
But it's important to plan it beforehand because if I don't plan it, not important, but like if I didn't plan it beforehand and then it just happened and I just woke up at 3 hours after I went to sleep with some guy banging on my door, probably yelling at my wife, like how am I going to react? This is how I'm going to react very calmly.
I think that you need to like get a prescription for anti-anxiety medicine.
I'm not anxious about it.
You are though.
No, I'm not.
I can't ever tell you a scenario where that's ever happened to me.
You've never thought about like, what if this person says this thing? How would I respond to it?
Yeah, but not in the sense like my neighbor's kid threw a party. Okay, so if my neighbor comes back over and blames me for beer cans in the gutter, how am I going to respond to that? That's not a real thing.
Yeah, that scenario exactly. No, but other scenarios you've never thought like, oh, if my mom says this thing, this time, or at your job, I guarantee you, as a server or as a busser, when you used to bus tables, you were like, this chick didn't pre-clear her table, and I'm gonna pre-clear it, or the time that you didn't wipe down the bar top.
Can you do the or 3 more times in a row?
Or the time you didn't wipe down the bar top for that one particular bartender. Shout out to you if you know who you are.
She does.
I know.
She does.
You didn't wipe down the bar top, and you knew she was going to say
something. But that wasn't
premeditated.
That wasn't premeditated.
You didn't think, like, what if they say something?
No, because I didn't think that would ever be a
the time we ate the salmon in the back room, you didn't think to yourself, what if Tommy comes back here?
No.
Shout out to Tommy. I did.
Do not. Take it back.
I thought about it.
Take it back.
What if Tommy catches us right now?
Take it back.
Take what back?
The shout out.
To Tommy?
Yes.
No. What's up, Tommy?
Take it back.
No, I'm not taking it back. Just because he made us not eat the salmon?
Yes, I don't. I want to eat the salmon. It's salmon.
The man had a job to do.
It's already cooked.
I know.
What are you going to do, throw it away?
Yes, Trevor, I know.
In a box so I can eat it later.
Okay, so apparently you've never
I think that you honestly need to go see a doctor about anti-anxiety medication.
Not that big of a deal. It wasn't that big of a deal.
It is.
Wasn't.
How often do these scenarios come up?
Not often. But when I see something out of the ordinary, I think to myself, oh, what happens now?
I feel like you're just super stressed.
I'm not. I wasn't stressed.
I will say,
Jesus Christ, I wasn't stressed.
You know what? I'm just giving you my professional medical opinion. That's all I'm doing, okay?
Clearly.
I'm just saying I used to be that way, and as I've gotten older, I just don't.
You're wise now?
I'm not.
You're sage, old ageness. Shit.
Yeah.
Stop.
My
Don't talk about it.
sage old ageness. Yes.
I hate you.
Yes. My SOAN.
Your SS. Oh, wait. Your sage old.
No, my sage old ageness. My sown. My sown is aligned with the world. It's not actually. People are going to get a kick out of this. My sown is pure. Because I've made amends and I made peace with my sown.
Oh, God.
So you know what? Either do the same or go see a doctor. Those are your choices.
I'm doing neither of those two things.
Well, then you're just going to be anxious forever.
I'm not anxious.
The fact that you told me that story about what might happen if the neighbor who's 17 years old, his dad comes over, who's probably as old as you, and talks to you about beer cans in your gutter and gives you shit for it. Yeah, okay, you're anxious. Hey, bro, what's up with the beer cans in your gutter? I don't know. It's my gutter. What does it matter? You probably cleaned that up. It was your son. I'm sorry, what? You heard me. Now, walk on home. That's how that conversation would go. Didn't even stress about it. That's what I just thought off the top of my head. Walk home. Keep walking. Past my property line. Bitch. That's what I would say to him. How does that conversation go?
I can't collect myself.
Like, what do you mean? Well, what if this happened? I don't know if that would happen, but I'd probably tell his dad off. I don't really know. Like, you're being crazy right now. What do you mean? Do you ever think about things? Yeah, I mean, what if I never got married? Okay, then we got some real shit to talk about. Like, we get that, but like, what if my neighbor's dad comes and talks to me? I don't know. Tell him to F off? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say to that. I'm really sad that Joanne didn't get to listen to this because I felt like she would literally. Actually, I'm glad she didn't because she'd probably wreck on the way home because she'd be dying, laughing so hard that she wouldn't be able to control the steering wheel.
I can't get it together.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm here for.
You've never had a scenario in which you've done that?
I'm here for the lulz.
So you've never had a scenario in which you've done that?
I can't say that I haven't. But since my sown period, no, I haven't. Probably pre-sown period, yes, I have. So that's all I can say. You know that's going to be a thing for the rest of our lives now, right?
Yeah.
Anytime you're trying to give me information, I'd be like, sown period. Post-sown period. I got you. And that's why we have this show. Not only so we can get our information out there.
I have never laughed so hard on a show in my life. This show or the other. Wow.
I just want you to know that. Sown. It's a thing.
Oh my God.
Hashtag sown. Our celebrity of the week this week will be to anybody that comments on our things and says hashtag sown.
No.
Yes. No, it will be.
What if 4 people do it?
Whoever does it the most. Yeah, you can't even be mad at that.
The most.
The most.
What if I do it the most?
Then you will be our celebrity next week.
Well, all right then.
So.
Well, that killed my whole thing because I assumed that you would have an experience similar to that.
I'm not saying that I don't. I'm saying that I'm not going to make one up just for that.
I don't want you to make one up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to fabricate. No, and that's what I'm saying. I could probably. I'm a good enough storyteller. I'm a good enough liar. Sorry, people. I know that about myself.
Okay.
Sorry. Not sorry.
I don't know who you're apologizing to. I don't care I don't know if these people care that you lie.
They might.
They might. You never know.
They might not really credit hashtag sown. Like, that guy's a liar. There is no sown. There might not be, but there might be. Yes. You like that? And that was super quick too.
That was quick.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I don't really have a. I'm sure I do. If you were to tell me 6 days ago, hey, like, this is where I'm going. Like, can you ever tell me? I'm sure I could come up with something. Like, there would be enough things I could think about in my past to come up with it.
Okay.
But off the top of my head, and just as funny as that was,
we've got to, off the top of our head, come up with something to fill about 10 more minutes.
You act like that's difficult. So I have a new addiction.
Okay. Oh, God. Let's hear it.
So I have addictions, but I have a new one. Does it
apply to other people?
Yes.
Okay.
So you know so they call them hidden object games. It's basically where you get a picture and you have to find all of the things in the picture. Yeah. So I've been doing that for the last 50 hours.
That's your addiction.
That's what I've been doing. But like I've literally slept, ate, played those games, and done nothing else. But nothing else in between. So I actually Googled best hidden object games for free.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Can't be. That doesn't even. Okay, we're gonna give us 30 seconds and let Zach collect himself.
What is happening?
The fuck is your problem right now? Put your headset on. Be professional.
I'm lost. That you have done nothing for 50 hours except sleep, eat, and play picture.
And eating too.
I said that.
They're fun and addicting. Okay?
Oh my god. Okay.
I downloaded one. It was free. And I've been playing it nonstop. It's called The Hidden City. If you have Windows 10,
shout out to him.
Download it. I don't know why this is so funny. It's a lot of fun.
I've played the game. I know what it is. Not that game, but I've played the picture games. And like it's just...
They tell a great story. So I'm a chick.
Oh my god.
And this
Okay. Of course you are.
Zach is drunk.
I'm not even drunk. That's
all of a sudden now you're sober? Now you're sober.
This was the entire time.
So I'm a chick. You are a chick. You don't get to choose your gender. This isn't a role-playing game. It's an action puzzle game. That's what they call them.
Okay.
I call it hidden picture games.
Sure.
Okay.
How does this relate to anybody else?
Because
do you think there's a large quantity of people playing hidden picture games?
Oh yeah. So I checked my rank. That
are listening to this show.
That listen to this show, maybe not. I checked my rank just in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that now because it goes off your location.
Welcome to 2018. We don't have flying cars, but you can check your rank on the hidden picture game for your city.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't even know what you want from me right now.
I was just gonna
keep asking questions just so you can interrupt me with your laughter halfway through them.
Tell me.
I'm only 3,000th in Bakersfield. Does this have relevance? Yeah, it does. I'm 3,000th. Okay? In the world, I'm not even ranked. I can't even be ranked in the world. It said get a higher level, and then you might show up on this board. That's not what it said, but that was basically the gist of it. Clicked on the U.S. What's my rank in the U.S.? You are not a high enough rank. Please keep playing so you can be ranked in this category.
So is it like time?
So
is it
what?
Is it like time?
Oh, now you want to know. Oh, now he wants to know. You know what? No, I don't want to tell you about my hidden object game, because you don't even care. Okay, you're not a judge. Stop banging the gavel. Okay? There's no verdict has been passed. Take it back. 2 more times. 1 more. Thank you. God. Yeah, okay. Okay, what are you, a troll? You walking through anywhere?
I might be. I can't even say
yeah, shut up.
I can't do this.
Okay, well, Zach's not going to be on the next episode.
I'm going to be laughing in a corner.
Because he wants content, and then
That was good content.
You want to say something, and then he just wants to laugh at you and make you feel dumb and stupid.
Why do you feel dumb?
I don't feel dumb or stupid.
Okay, I was like, I wasn't trying to make you feel dumb.
There's someone out there that's listening that's like, oh, I love those games, and like you're just laughing at them, and they're like, God damn, now I feel dumb.
If you love hidden picture games, comment on this video.
Okay, they're super addicting. I don't care what anyone says. I'm just letting you know right now.
Every game.
Don't start them.
I get.
Don't start them because they are super addicting.
I get addicted to games. Don't get me wrong. Like Angry Birds.
No, you don't.
Candy Crush. Are you kidding?
Okay, well, I get addicted to games from 10 years ago.
My Vegas.
That's what you
slots.
just said.
Yeah, I mean, hidden picture games. I've played them, but like they don't do it for me. They do it for you, and that's great.
They're wonderful.
I'm glad.
I love them.
Well, I'm glad. It'll probably keep your mind sharp as you age.
Probably not, because my eyes will go. You're giving up mine for eyes, so I don't really know that that's a gamble I'm willing to take. But hey, we'll see.
I mean, it's already 2018, and look at the technology we have at our.
And I just found out. I just found out today they have them on Xbox One. So now I'm super stoked. I don't have to play on my computer anymore. Now I can play on my Xbox.
I'm just stoked about the way that we're advancing as a society, in that we can track our rankings.
I just love that. Like so here's a fun fact for all of you that don't know a lot about me. So I wanted to make my own video game. That was a goal that I had that I wanted to make. Right.
That's a dream of yours.
That is a dream. That is a dream of mine. I will tell you that. That is a dream of mine. Right.
True.
To make my own video game. And then I realized you didn't have to make your own game to make money. You can just make some stupid-ass hidden object game where you sell in-app purchases and people pay money. People pay money.
How much money have you spent on in-app purchases for this picture?
Not yet. None. I
right.
refuse to. Because I refuse to.
Okay.
So you just have to wait more time. It's like Clash of Clans, or like you have to you can do things quickly, more quickly if you wait. So that's a goal to make a real video game. Make a real video game. That's a goal of mine. Because I played enough video games. Like that's a passion of mine. It's something that at some point before I die I would want to do. Even if it's the most shit game ever. Like to be able to put my name on it and say like, oh, I made this. Like that would be cool. But then I realized like you can just draw a bunch of random ass pictures with stupid ass objects in it. Like, oh, hey, what is in this bedroom? 17 bananas. Find the 17 bananas. Oh, okay.
That's what you're doing.
Why are there 17 bananas? I don't know. Oh, you ran out of time. You ran out of time. You only found 16 bananas. You've ran out of time. You've only found 16. Pay $5 so you can find the one more banana. Yeah, I will because I have to find that one banana. Oh, great. I'm so glad that's what people go to school to develop games for, is so you can find 17 bananas in a room that there would never even be bananas, but rooms that bananas shouldn't even exist in. So I need you to find a shower head, 17 bananas, a cubicle, an office cubicle, a wheelie chair, and a monitor. Where? In this bedroom.
This is my favorite episode of anything I've ever done.
But why would those be? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And a compass. An office chair.
It doesn't matter. You need these objects to get to the next room. Well, what's the next room? The attic. Well, what's in there?
More bananas.
A blanket, and a ghost. So you probably can't see him. So you'll never complete the room. Because you can't see the ghost.
And found him, Trevor.
What?
You found him.
Oh, here he is. See, this is the ghost in the attic. This is his corporeal form. So that's how you can kind of see him. Ooh. Oh, and what else is up there? A clock tower. Wow, a whole clock tower is up in the attic.
In the attic.
And Pagoda, which is a small Chinese house. Found that out today in my game because I had to use a hint to say that was my last thing on the list. I had 30 seconds. It was Pagoda. And I was like, I don't know what the hell the pagoda is. So I had to use one of my compasses or my hourglasses to find the pagoda just for it to click on the biggest object on the map. A big old fake house. Awesome. Couldn't just say Chinese house. Thanks. Cool. Glad I wasted that. So, but yeah, that's what I did. Literally all day today. Played that. And I was just like, you know what? I will pay no money to this cheap gimme game where all the developers did was draw a bunch of pictures and say find things that are in this picture. You're walking, no joke, one of the pictures is staircases in a castle, and I'm finding binoculars and apples and telescopes and telephones and skulls.
There's a skull on the staircase.
And fans, Chinese fans, not like a fan, a real fan, like a fan, like a Mulan fan. Like it should say next to it.
I can't breathe.
Mulan fan.
Oh God.
Okay, hold on, time
Stop.
out, pause.
Just stop. Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't remember the last 14 minutes of my life. I've been laughing. I need a breather.
That's fine. We can just end it here.
No.
Give them a good closing
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Have you thought about going to coding school or a coding boot camp?
So I did. Something? So last year, my major at Cal State was computer science.
That's not what I'm talking about, but okay.
And I absolutely hated it.
Okay.
That was the worst thing ever.
Not what I'm talking about.
So I have not thought about that. But as far as coding goes, I can't do it.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
Have you tried it?
I literally spent the whole last year doing it.
You coded the whole time?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
I did. I absolutely hated it.
Really?
Granted, I wasn't coding for gaming, but you have to know how to code in general.
So I'm in a coding.
I'm
in a prep course right now.
Okay.
I signed up for a free prep course.
Yeah.
And it's the basics, and then like it's supposed to help you
like
get
for
into,
C++ or
and HTML and
Okay.
JavaScript and all those things.
right.
But it's supposed to help you get into coding, like get into a coding boot camp, which are usually like 12 weeks long. And so I've been thinking about like, pursuing that because like those coding boot camps, like
No, you make bank, dude.
their
People
success
love
rate
coders.
is out of control.
People
And
love
so
coders
I've been
because
thinking
it's
about doing
hard, it's
something like that.
difficult, and it's not very fun.
So
It's
that's
very
not
boring.
It's not
You're
your thing,
staring
then?
at a black screen, typing in green almost all day.
Okay.
So,
What's your
yeah.
favorite thing? I'm going to transition here.
okay.
Joe, we're transitioning.
Joe.
Joanna,
Oh. What's up, Joe?
we're transitioning here.
Our celebrity of the week.
What is your favorite thing that you have watched, done, or read this past week?
My
Other
favorite thing
than
that I have watched, done.
picture games.
Way to just kill my answer.
No,
I
other
have
than,
watched, done, or read. So okay, I can actually tell you that.
There you
So
go.
I didn't watch the entire thing. So Sabrina came home Sunday night from San Diego.
Okay.
And when I got there, they were watching this documentary.
Okay.
I can't tell you what it's called. I'll find out the name though. So for our viewers who do want to, it's the craziest thing. So there was this girl that was born, and her entire life.
I'm already blown away.
That's what I'm saying. Shut the hell up. You haven't even been here for the entire episode.
I haven't. I've been
all
gone.
of a sudden.
I've been on a sick
Yeah,
one.
so shut up.
You're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
So this girl was born.
I'm not talking shit about you for the
I know
record.
you're not.
It just-
I
okay,
know.
all
I just
right.
love that I was able to make you laugh that hard. Because
was-
it's been a long
I
time.
seriously was dying. Like that was amazing.
So this girl, so she was born normal girl. I mean, as far as doctors are concerned, normal girl. But her mother convinced her she was sick. Like her
Munchausen's
entire.
by proxy.
What's that?
Munchausen's by proxy.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It was like.
You live out a disability or sickness through something.
Like
else.
where the girl like eventually like killed her mom.
No, but I think I've listened to a podcast about exactly what you're
Okay, so I watched this. I don't know what
Did
it was
she stab
on.
her to death?
No, she had this guy with autism. Her
Stab her to
boyfriend
death?
stabbed her to death.
There's a podcast called Sword and Scale. It's a true
Okay,
crime podcast.
gotcha.
And I've heard this story. But
Yeah.
go ahead, tell them.
Yeah,
Tell them.
so
I'm
basically,
excited.
yeah, so I saw that. So I saw the back half of it.
What was it on?
It's
What
on
platform?
it's on Hulu or Netflix or Comcast or something because she watched it on the Hulu.
I need you to find
or
it. Oh, it was
on
on
the Roku. They watched it on the Roku.
I need you to figure out exactly where I
Okay,
can find it or
I can
what it's
t-
called.
yeah, I can
Because
tell
I
you.
would like to know.
Yeah, they
like
just
to watch
watched it on Sunday night.
Okay.
So basically I walked in through halfway. So like I wasn't trying to ask a bunch of questions because it was almost over. But the gist of it is like this girl who was born normal, her mother for whatever reason convinced this girl that she was sick and she couldn't walk. Like literally put her in a wheelchair, took her to the doctor, like said like when they do X, Y, and Z, like do not move your legs, like don't respond to what they're doing. And so, I mean, that's the gist I got from it. And so eventually for whatever happened, like this girl started talking to this guy, this autistic, had Asperger's guy.
Yeah.
And like they talked about like killing her mother. So he actually went through with it. And she got 10 years, 8 years. In 8 years, she's eligible for parole. But like it was I didn't hear the whole story. I definitely could be down to go back and watch it, but like just hearing like the gist of it, because I don't think that girl should get any time at all.
I was just about to ask how you feel about that, and
I think that's the most.
agree
I
with
think
you.
that's the most messed up thing I've ever heard. Like,
I
and
think
like
that-
the fact that their dad, like the dad is a sane, is a like a normal sane
Right,
human
yeah.
being, and the fact that like it was even hidden from him, like I can't even imagine like how, like I don't even know what the word is, like not guilty, like how he feels like this is his fault.
Oh,
like the
for
fact
sure.
that like this was going
Oh,
on with
yeah.
your daughter, and like now your daughter's in jail
Yep.
for doing something, and like even the woman that was murdered, the mom, even her family is like that girl has gone through enough. Like they film them
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Like even the daughter that died, they're like, yeah, no, like our granddaughter went through enough. Like she shouldn't be.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that statement at all because, like, I think that she should have to do some, like, mandatory therapy sessions.
Right.
Because, like,
she's obviously not stable in her mind.
you're going to be messed up
right
or something like
she
that.
didn't even complete the. It was like they said that she didn't complete her highest level of education was like the 3rd grade or something.
I just, like,
She stopped going to school.
I wonder, can you come back from something like that?
I think you can. Like she seems kind of normal
Yeah.
at the end of it.
It's just the whole thing, like, I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. Like I said, it's a podcast called Sword and Scale. So if you listen to the podcast, it's a decent podcast. I really enjoy it. I listen to every episode. But it's just, I think that that's a lot to come back from. To be raised that way.
Right.
I just don't understand, like, having a child myself now.
Yeah.
The things that people do to their children and put their children through, like, just like amazes me.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine doing anything other than trying to make my child's life as easy as humanly possible, and also teach her how to be like a productive human being. Like, I'm not talking like spoiling her to like cause her to have, problems like relating to people and stuff like that, but like, just when we talked about this in the last episode, like, I want to raise her as best I possibly can to be prepared for the world, but also like I want to give her and protect her from every possible thing that I can.
Right.
I cannot imagine harming my child or doing something detrimental to my child. And I'm going to to do something detrimental to my
I would no.
Not detrimental to the point where
they're
psychologically messed up.
No,
but I mean, like,
but I don't even think that.
I'm gonna make mistakes.
Right, but not detrimental to your child's well-being.
I'm gonna make mistakes. No parent is perfect. Like, every parent
don't use the word detrimental.
Okay, fair enough. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna. Nobody's perfect, and I'm gonna make mistakes and things like that. But I cannot imagine, like, purposefully making a mistake that is going to cause my child to live a difficult life for any stretch of the imagination. So people like that just like intrigue me fully. But I agree, like, she's been through so much that, like, she needs to go through rehabilitation.
Like, for years.
She has to go through rehabilitation.
Like, she
because,
was,
like, that's not normal.
I think she was 25. I think she was 24, 25 when they, like, her and whoever, like, actually killed her mom.
And they had, like, multiple birth certificates and, like,
so imagine, like, going through that for 25 years.
I can't.
Like, the fact that, see, and it's just, like, you can talk, like, I know we don't talk about government, like, this will be real short, like, the justice system is so messed up in the sense that, like, you can allow someone to go through something like that, and then they do kill the person that's responsible for that, and then they still have to go to jail. To me, let them walk.
Yeah, I think there should be mandatory therapy because, like, you have
to
I'm
not saying don't give them consequences, but don't make them go to jail.
No,
for being abused for 25 years.
And then doing something about it.
And then doing something about it to make their life better. Come on, dude.
I agree with that. And then it's like, I mean, there's that big story about those, I don't know if you saw, but those, like, there was like 9 or 10 children who have been, like, shackled to their beds for like 20-something years.
No, I haven't seen that. That just made me sad.
It's insane. And so I do think that, like, you need some mandatory therapy, like, for years to try to readjust.
Oh, and I'm not saying not to put them in a psych ward or to hold them over in a halfway house. Like, do something. I mean, I'm saying let them out back in the public, but I'm saying, like,
if our goal with prison is to rehabilitate people,
which it's not.
But like, if
that should be the goal.
But if that's the idea, this girl, for example, I don't think is going to come out of prison better suited to face the world than she already is.
Especially with her dad being a sane human being. Yeah. Like, who loves her? Like, why can't she go live with him?
And then also,
you know what I mean? And still go to these meetings or have a counselor come to her.
But, dude, so, I mean, I hate to talk about my job a ton, but that's the sad thing about my job is I work at a facility where, like, I see all the time, the system is terrible. The childcare system, like foster care and things like that, is terrible. CPS is terrible. Okay. But also, like,
Child Protective Services.
There's just not enough resources.
Right.
Like, you can't. I see people. I see.
You can't give a good home to every child.
I see babies go home all the time that, like, should not be going home with that parent who already has 8 kids taken away from them. Like, they shouldn't be going into that situation, but they do because, like,
there's nowhere else for them to go.
What else are they going to do with them?
Right.
And it's like, that's a huge problem. And I don't understand, I don't know what the solution is. I don't have a solution, and I don't want to give a solution. But
I can tell you mandated birth control. Stop having children.
That gets real weird, though.
No, it does. But I'm saying it's a solution.
Yeah, I mean, it is a solution. I don't know if it's the best solution, but it is a solution. So this got hella dark at the end, and I don't like it.
And probably you were laughing so hard that, like, every time you laughed, like, you just kept making it darker and serious. Darker.
Like,
that's okay. Those are our episodes. We told people that.
If you've never been to the Grand Canyon, you can look at it through my shoulder right here in my yellow shirt.
Well, I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
There it is. There's the Grand Canyon. Look out, like and share this video, even though it got really, really dark.
Even though Zach got really dark on us real quick.
I feel like you brought up the documentaries.
No, you asked me something that I've seen or watched or heard in the last
Mine was
week.
The Keepers. I started watching The Keepers on Netflix, and if you haven't seen it, it's a great documentary.
What is it about?
It's about like a far-reaching, like sexual abuse problem and like murder that happened within the Catholic Church in Baltimore in the 60s. And 60s and 70s.
The
and
Keepers?
The 90s. It's called The Keepers. Fantastic documentary.
Okay.
The first episode's kind of slow, so you have to kind of get through it.
Okay. How long is, how many,
Seven.
how many, it's 7 seasons?
There's 7 episodes.
Oh, that's
There's
it?
7 episodes. Yeah, they're like an hour long.
Gotcha.
But like and share this video with your friends. We'll try to,
Please.
we're going to keep it more upbeat next episode, I think. Like, let's.
Well, bro, it was only you only killed the last 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
So-
I'm not going to kill the last 5 minutes of next episode. We're going to have a new celebrity of the
Trevor
week.
was awesome.
Like and share this video. Comment
week.
with your thoughts on anything we talked about. If
Comment.
Please,
if you
God,
comment, we will respond.
Please, God, if you play these picture-solving game, what do you call it? You call it
hidden
picture games.
Hidden picture games.
If you play hidden picture games, please, God, back Trevor up on this. And
I don't know why Zach will just send the crying tear emoji as soon as you do it. Hey, I played that. Whatever, dude.
But
All right,
let us
get
know
us
how
out
many
of
people
here.
are playing it. Like and share this video with your friends, as I've said multiple times already. And
We love you
if you have
guys.
anything you want us to talk about next episode, hit us with that.
Please
we'll
do.
definitely bring it up. We
wing it.
Me and Trevor can come up with plenty of content.
We can.
If we plan it out before.
But we do wing it every week.
We do.
And
but
it's killing, and we're killing it.
We could come up with.
But I would love to
endless
talk about
amounts of things to
something
talk
that
about.
someone else wants
I
us
would
to talk about.
absolutely love to talk about something you want to talk about, and you have an opinion on.
No politics, though.
Yeah, no politics, no like religious debates and things like that. But other than that, like, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about picture games or, any of that stuff.
games.
Check if you like sports. Check out our Back to Sports show. It's also on Facebook at Back to Sports, the number 2, at B2 Sports on Twitter, and then like and share this page as well. That way, more people can see the video. And let's break another record. We broke a record last week. Let's break another record.
Let's do it
this
again.
Week. Joanna Herron again, Celebrity of the Week.
Come on.
And we'll see you guys
We
next
love you,
week.
Joanna.
Thank you.